I'm David Scranton, and thank you for watching this video, because today we're going to be talking about a retirement strategy that can actually help you achieve your goals regardless of market conditions. What's it called? Well, it's called the income formula. Now, it's possible you've heard of the income formula before from your own financial advisor, but I want to let you onto a secret. Unless you're working with an income specialist, meaning someone who actively manages a portfolio of income-generating investments, and you're probably not getting the full story. So today, we're going to talk about the income formula, why it works, and why most financial advisors just really aren't equipped when it comes to income investing. But to help us with this also important topic today, we're going to bring in someone who is equipped to talk about income investing, and that is Don Avgerinos. He's the founder and president of Spectrum Financial Group, located just outside of Philadelphia. Don has nearly 3 decades of experience in the financial services industry. And Don, I'm so glad to have you here on the Income Generation.
Thank you, Dave. It's great being here. Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, it's my pleasure, my friend. So tell us, why don't we start by talking about what the most common misunderstanding is that people might have when you initially begin to talk to them about this concept of investing for income?
Well, yeah, there are several. One is the belief that you can't get a good competitive return. People have been brainwashed to think that you can only get a good return by investing for growth in the stock market. But they've also been brainwashed into thinking growth and return are the same thing, and they're not. Return is the sum of 2 things, growth and income. Growth is measured in capital appreciation, while income is generated through interest and dividends. Some other misconceptions are that when you invest for income, you must sacrifice growth. That's also not true. You can still achieve growth, but you're doing it in a more strategic way. Some people also think investing for income automatically means pulling out of the stock market. That's also not true, of course.
So Don, people are probably skeptical, I'm sure, when you first start to talk to them about this, because something that maybe they haven't really heard from the current advisor.
Yeah, some people are at first, but when you start explaining it in detail and showing them the logic behind it, it's like a light bulb switches on over their head. They see how much sense it makes, and suddenly they go from being skeptical and wondering why their advisor never told them about this. The answer, of course, is that most advisors aren't really qualified to create and manage a true income strategy. So they keep pushing their growth model, even when it's no longer right for the client's stage of life.
And speaking about growth model, it hasn't done so well, so far this year in 2022. So switching gears just briefly, are you finding that people are more nervous right now when they first come to see you? I don't mean your clients, but I mean prospective clients, because of what's going on with the stock market?
Oh yeah, Dave, definitely. I know it from talking to my clients too. There's so much uncertainty right now in the economy and the financial markets and the world in general. We have inflation, we have rising interest rates and a bear market with a lot of volatility. There's a war in Europe, and COVID-19 hasn't gone away yet, and our country is still more politically divided than ever before. So yes, there's a lot of nervousness out there, and that's what's driving the markets.
When they first walk in your office for the first time, though, which of those would you say is the biggest concern that they initially walk in with?
Well, people are worried about the future and about their own financial security. That's always true to some degree, but it's especially true in turbulent times like these. At the end of the day, what people want most is peace of mind. That's hard to achieve when you have rising inflation and falling markets.
Now, it's interesting because you and I both know that the income model really protects people against some of these worries, but most people don't know that. So how do you explain that to folks, that this could be the solution that helps them sleep at night?
Dave, that's a fun part, because as I've said, once people get it, they really get it. They understand there's a way to invest that can help them maintain a peace of mind, even in scary times like these. The basic message is that when you shift your strategic focus from growth to income, you're investing in things specifically designed to protect you from this kind of volatility. And by the way, the principal value of your bond is also protected by contract too. So losses you may see due to rising interest rates are temporary. They're paper losses. That's not the case when you're investing for growth. your losses then are real losses.
Yeah, stockbrokers and stock-based financial advisors love to say it's a paper loss, even if it's in stocks, but that may or may not be true. But when you're investing by contract, you can say that with a straight face, as of course you just did. Okay, so bottom line, what's your best piece of advice right now for members of the income generation? You know, people who are about our age or older.
Well, right now, I would say to set your retirement goals if you haven't yet. If you have, review them. If you're like most people, your goals involve things like downsizing, traveling, spending time with your family, and enjoying your favorite hobbies and pastimes. Odds are these are things that you want to be able to pay for from your regular income stream. You don't want to be selling stock shares or make big financial moves to go on vacation or sell shares to buy Christmas and birthday presents. These are income-based goals, and in my experience, your chances of achieving them improve greatly when you have a financial strategy designed specifically to generate reliable income regardless of market conditions.
Great. I love it. I can't argue with a single thing you said. Avgerinos, Spectrum Financial Group, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. It's great being with you.
Of course. And if you enjoyed this interview and learned a lot from Don, go ahead and click the thumbs up button to give us a like, and be sure to watch more videos on our YouTube channel each and every week. Thank you.